bring in Horace Cooper. He's a legal commentator and chairman of Project 21, which has publicly condemned BLM Chicago. Horace, thanks so much for joining us. One word, why?
Thank you.
Why would BLM support terrorists?
The BLM movement is based on a lie. It is motivated by grifters, people who are seeking to trick decent, patriotic Americans into handing over willingly their resources. BLM hates the American family. BLM hates America. BLM is anti-Semitic. It is a Marxist organization. And the important thing is we've got to make sure that they are not being seen as somehow a representative of Black America or any Americans, because that's not who Black Americans are. That's not who America is.
Yeah, and that's why your voice is so important, Horace. People like you need to be coming out, need to be talking. I know you do, but many more in the community should be saying that this doesn't represent us. I mean, I want to read another statement by Black Lives Matter Grassroots, because there's all these different organizations. As Black people continue to fight to end militarism and mass incarceration in our own communities, let us understand the resistance in Palestine as an attempt to tear down the gates of the world's largest open-air prison. BLM Chicago posted other claims that Israel is holding 2.4 million Palestinians hostage, that the IDF won't let them leave Gaza. Horace, we know that's not true because there's a border crossing, so people have no idea what's even going on. Many Palestinians come in and out on a daily basis to work in Israel. It's not a prison.
BLM groups are siding with terrorists, and would, if possible, these groups that they're supporting would do the same thing here in America. The lie that they tell about Israel is not much different than the lie that they're telling about America. The truth is, where they have gotten their way in America on crime control, Black Americans, inner city residents have paid the price. Before this brutal attack, Americans woke up almost every day to see attacks on their own communities, groups running in and stealing thousands of goods, assaults on their fellow man. In Washington, D.C., where I am now, a congressman was recently attacked.
Yeah.
This all flows from the lie of BLM. They do not want criminal accountability. They do not want terrorist accountability. They want the overthrow. That's not good for America, and that's not good for Black America. I declare I will not let them do this in the name of Black.
This now deleted social media post was apparently published on the Chicago chapter of Black Lives Matter. It shows a paraglider in reference to how some of the Hamas terrorists descended on Israel. A subsequent message from the account reads, quote, "Yesterday we sent out messages that we aren't proud of. We stand with Palestine."
The people who are expressing their sentiments for free Palestine, we agree. What we need them also to do is to condemn brutal murder of innocent civilians. And that goes before any national cause.
Get the fuck out of here. Hey, Shalom, Akib Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. Noah's in the gospel, bro, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Man, you hear this guy, man, nigga by the name of Horace. This is so goddamn, this is so scripted and just so, this is sloppy, man. Okay, this is hella sloppy, and you got this bald-faced Uncle Tom Negro on here trying to do damage control because the world is waking up to the tyranny of Esau, man. Okay, everybody knowing, everybody with half brain cells working would know that this whole ordeal, this shit wasn't even real. Okay, this was not even real. This was some hologram type shit, man. You know, like they really gonna descend on Israel like that past the Iron Dome, which anybody knows that the security systems that's governing the borders of Israel from Palestine. Basically, man, if a drop of bird hair was to fall on their defense systems, they would shut the whole damn province down. So you want me to believe that you got some red done Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 paratrooper type niggas parachuting to start war when they're completely underfunded? Okay, they don't have half the military or the weaponry to even have a fighting chance against the Israelis. And you want us to believe this? But of course you got niggas doing the bidding of the so-called white man. But if I would not stand by and allow, nigga, shut up. You ain't gonna do a damn thing, man. All right, you ain't gonna do anything but exactly what your handlers tell you to do, because we know that this is all folly and the cat is out the bag, man. All right, Esau, Edom, everybody is waking up to you Amalekites, you small hats, as being the damn devil. Okay, nobody trusts you. Nobody believes you. Everybody knows that you got the whole world in the palm of your hand and you're doing wickedness. And then they try to blame it on BLM, which BLM is Marxist. They ever tell you that on their website, which their job is to do away with the nuclear family, because the 3 nigger women that's over the BLM, which is the face of it, which in fact BLM was started by the people who you claiming to defend, the small headers. Okay, they was set up. See, what you got to understand is that Esau Edom, he goes in and he sets up these groups, okay, to create opposition. So therefore he can use certain teaching or talking points to vilify the truth. And that's all BLM was set up for. That's all those protests and those rallies were set up for. And they're playing both sides, man. Agent provocateurs. Because I actually have footage and I actually have videos of those Palestinians being straight up massacred before that war even kicked off, to show you that they the one that threw the rock first. Okay, and that's Esau. He likes to throw a rock and hide his damn hand, man. And this is by no way saying that we side with the Palestinians, because honestly, we don't really give a damn about Ishmael. We don't give a damn about Elam, and we damn sure don't give a damn about Esau. Okay, but hey, call a spade, right is right, wrong is wrong. If you're stupid enough to believe that these people really parachute onto the border without any type of alarms going off, you got to be out your damn mind, man. Okay, look up something which is called the Iron Dome. Somehow, this is so sloppy. Just like a long time ago, back in 2020, 2021, I believe when people was posting up those flyers, they were red and white. They was posting them up on light poles and utility poles, talking about Yahweh Shai is coming back. That was the most sloppiest shit I ever seen. And that's at the time that this BLM nonsense was kicking off after the George Floyd rise and all this other shit. Because you had Israelites that went down there, and made a stand and was speaking on an event right in the midst of all the chaos, man, which is not a wise thing. Okay, scriptures say be ignorant of Satan. Don't be ignorant of Satan's devices, man. And this is nothing more but a ploy by Satan so they can shut off any talking points that we have against these people, because they're getting ready to bring in a famine of the word, and he's getting ready to come down with great wrath because everybody is waking up to his bullshit, man. Okay, it's all a lie, man, all right? They are playing both sides, even with these rallies, you know? And you got Sambo right here trying to... I can't stand you. You niggas, man. You niggas disgust me, man. All right, but let's get a couple precepts, because I know where in hell they still trying to spin a narrative of that those people are really being destroyed and bullied. Ain't nobody bullying them. They got the world's banks. They got the resources. They've funded our slave ships. It's what you got a concept called Black Friday. You know, you sell a slave at a half a price, you know, at a half of a price, and you get buy one, 2 1, get one free. And then also the Jewish or the small hatters, slave ports were close on Israeli holidays, man. And they funded the ships. That's another one. The whole Nueve, what is it? How do you say 11 in Spanish, man? Jake getting old, man. You know. But anyway. Damn. Let's go here. This bitch sexy red, man. It's demon. But anyway, let's say 11. Nueve 11. Yeah, that's right. Duh, I should have known that. Nueve once. But it reads here, it says here, but during the time of Nueve once, everybody really believed that some damn planes blew that building down. For one thing, a plane would not go through a skyscraper, bro. That's impossible. Okay, it's not gonna. It'd knock off some what do you call it? Some mortar, and it would cause an explosion, but it won't cause a building to completely collapse. And on top of that, building 3, explain how that collapsed when nothing hit that building. You know. But anyway, this is Proverbs 11, and I'm gonna start at verses 11 and 20. Damn, I just had it. Yep, 11 and 21. Matter of fact, let's start at verses 20. It says, "They that are of a forward heart are an abomination to Yahweh, but such as are upright in their way are his delight." Okay, and Esau Edom is very forward, playing the narrative. Okay, faking and fixating like he's actually being the one that's persecuted. He's like a person that likes to throw a rock and hide his hand. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll come up and hit you, but you knock his ass out, and all of a sudden now he wants to vilify you. You know, you're the bad guy. Out of all the shit in the world that these small headers have done, all the pain they've caused, just like they did in America when they took over, and like, believe it or not, Columbus was an Amalekite, man. You know what I'm saying? They try to hide it under the fact that he was Italian, but he was actually an Amalekite. Cristobal Colon. They did the same thing over here when they took over America and they colonized the Native Americans. They basically beat them, enslaved them, killed them, broke every peace treaty they had with our people, and took some of them back captive. You know, and this is the same thing they doing. This is how they covet fields, man. Like the scriptures say, they covet fields by violence, and they oppress a man in his household, even a man in his heritage, man. And if I can say the least, we're definitely oppressed in our heritage, because when we call ourselves the Hebrew Israelites, we're vilified for that. You know? But it says, though hand join in hand, the wicked should not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So this Uncle Tom Sambo, this coon right here, you know what I'm saying? This guy, he really believes in his mindset that he's doing a noble deed, which this is scripted. I mean, this is Esau Edom trying his best to do damage control, because fortunately, you still got half a few dummies in America that really believes the fucking news. Like I was watching something, I think it was Kumo or something like that, or whatever that governor is in New York, or the mayor. And the dude was like, you had my vote, but I'm not voting for you no more, because he was basically trying to justify what happened to them Palestinians down. He was justifying that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the dude was like, wait a minute, man. Al Jazeera show X, Y, and Z. And then he's going to be the one to say, well, you know, those are being backed up by those Middle Eastern governments. But motherfucker, CNN is being backed up by your government, man. What gives you more credibility than what somebody else is reporting? To be honest with you, Al Jazeera has a lot of more talking points and is a lot more accurate than the nonsense that they show in CNN. MSN, CNN, all that. That's not real news. That's propaganda. You know, because the media was purchased by Amalek, man. Going back into the time of the American Medical Association, they had to buy the internet to push false narratives, man. Because medium, which means a direct intersection between the witch or the person and the people. So it makes sense, if you purchase the media, you're able to spin the narrative in whatever way you want. And that's what Esau Edom did. Now everybody's sitting back believing the news and what they're saying, not knowing that it's all propaganda. Videos came out that they were telling people where to lay at, act like you hurt, scream, shout, kick, flick a bug out your nose, man. Bro, we caught him red-handed, and that's one thing he can't fucking hide no more, man. If this man was to do something within hours, it's already on the internet and he's being exposed. Now he has to come with some type of falsified narrative to do damage control, to put the people back to sleep. And this is the reason why he gonna shut down the internet, man. Because he's being caught red-handed. You know, he's like a deer in the headlights, man. Like, you know how you catch the burglar in the middle of your house and he looks confounded, and when you pull out the blicky, he tries to run? That's Esau. You know? Like this dude he's an embarrassment to Jake. He's even low for a 2/3. All right, but this is Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for it's like his iron rusted, so it's his wickedness. The scriptures say never trust thine enemy, all right? And when the Bible puts emphasis on something, then you got to believe that, man. Okay, never trust thy enemy. Why? Because we know that Esau Edom is a liar. We know that he has the power in his hand to spin narratives and to come up with certain plots. We know this, man. Okay. And it says here, though he humbled himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Because when you understand the history and the nature of Esau and his cunning nature, going back into the garden, when it says that the serpent was the most subtle beast of all the beasts in the field, then you have to understand that it's always a double sword with him. Okay, he may come to you straight, but you better believe it's a nefarious motive behind closed doors, man. Okay, because if he's benefiting you, you better believe that he's going to get even more of a benefit off you. Just like celebrities, man. You know, celebrities whatsoever, they, they get paid for pushing Esau's work. But at the end of the day, the person that runs them makes a lot of movies, man. I mean, makes a lot of money. Okay, like going back into the Weinstein company. Like, yeah, he has he has a movie production company, and he hires actors, to do what he got to do and to pay them good money. But overall, the Weinstein company, his own publisher or his own filming company, they're making billions of dollars on the top of what they pay these actors, man. So if Denzel is a 200 and 300 something $1 million man a year, you better believe the people that handle Denzel is making 600-700 times 700-800 billion. Okay, so that's the whole point. He uses you to get what he wants. And it says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. And this is what he did. Okay, once the children of Israel, our people, once we were taken down and conquered, and once we had our heritage beat out of us, okay, it was easy for them to assume the identities of who we are. Okay, because even before we came over here, when we came over here in slavery, you had a group of people calling themselves the Jewish. Okay, because they was converts in the 6th century, if I'm not mistaken. But even then, the whole implantation in the land back in 1948, prior to that, you had them calling themselves, what's, man, small hats, JOOs. Why? Because we were taken down. We had our heritage beat out of us. That's why it says, when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Because right now, he's assuming the identity of us. And we're getting persecuted for stating that they're not the people of the Lord, man. And proof, history proves that. Archaeological fact proves that. DNA proves that. And definitely the prophetic scriptures prove that. They even tell you straightforward. Esau got a book going into it, man. But it says here, lest he seek to take thy seat. It says, neither sit him in thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou, it says, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. But it says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him and his sins, who will pity? For a while he would abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. Right? A snake. It says, as an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined having to overthrow thee into a pit. And this was the whole plan from day one. After Esau sold his birthright, he sought to kill Jacob, man, and to get that birthright back. Okay, and this was a undergoing process over a course of lifetimes, many lifetimes, man. Because when you go into the history of the Bible, you have to understand that the whole war is between us and them, Jacob and Esau. Us being Jacob, there being Esau. Okay, and it says, and he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood, man. Because remember when he wept to Isaac, he said, hast thou but one blessing, my father? And it says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet he should undermine thee, man. Okay, because like right now with this whole conflict, yeah, they're in the midst, like they're giving aid to these people. But low key, they don't give a shit because they're doing it for their purpose. Like how can they say in one breath, we need to protect these people of the small hat, small hat descent, but at the same time you condemning the other side of that, the Palestinians. When technically you motherfuckers almost look the same, but there's a difference. It says he would shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance, man. So you can't trust this devil, okay? You can't trust Esau Edom because he's the devil. All right. Let me get one more precept here and I'm gonna end it. It's the book of Psalms. This is the book of Psalms 10, and I'm gonna start at verses 7. It says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit, and fraud is under his tongue. And when you think of something that's fraudulent, that's something that's a lie or that's forged. Okay, it's not real. Like a fraudulent credit card, you may be able to buy a purchase with it, but it's highly illegal. He's a fraud. And it says that under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Same way how they hijacked the medical system, man. Pushing petroleum-based medicines, and then decades later, people are coming down with illnesses, CANCRs, you know, and they push this shit to keep you coming back. And that's how your local health departments and your hospitals are always established off a well-generated lie. And the people that sits at the heads of these governments, they know this shit. It says he sitteth in local places. It says he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, and in secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are set privily against the poor. And in this case, those Palestinians, man. Okay, they just been trying to live and do what they got to do for the most part. And they've been totally oppressed, harassed, beat up, shot, raped, you know, kidnapped, all types of shit, man. You know, that's why it says he lies wait in secret as a lion in his den. And he lied in wait to catch the poor, and he doth catch the poor when he draw them into his net. He crouched and humbled himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones, man, okay? So there you go. So anyway, I'm going to end it there, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim and Yahweh Shai. And with that, Lord's will you edify it to the next lesson. Shalom.